Gold's Gym. Wants to move in.
Yeah, these lawyers are just going to milk this dying cow until there's just no more money left. $200 million might prove conservative over time. Keep on $165 million were spent on the Toys R Us bankruptcy. Big numbers here. But yes, I remember talking back to Planet Fitness CEO in 2014, and he said they were opening up stores and closed Toys R Us and closed Kmart stores. In fact, they continue to make the push over the past 3 months to open stores in these Kmart locations, and it makes a heck of a lot of sense. Living companies are reclaiming dying Sears Kmart. And you know what the winner is? The community, because they're looking at these derelict buildings for years, 4 or 5 years. Get something in there, and maybe the house price will go up.
When we talk about all these legal fees, Sazi, a question that occurs to me is, surely this doesn't come as a surprise. Like, all the people involved should have known, or is the answer that they did know and it was unavoidable, that, we saved Sears, but we still have to close this many stores, and it's not like these legal fees come out of nowhere.
Yeah, Dan, this is going to be going on for many, many, many years, 4 or 5, 6 years. There is a pot of money, and they're going to try to get more money out of it as much as they can. And can you blame them? That's what they do. Sure. That's what they went to college for. That's why I have the big degrees. Milk the dying cow.
They have their own debt to pay off. They have no choice.
But the going rate, $4 million a week. I mean, that's great pay for lawyers, but those creditors, that means they're getting even less, and they're the ones who actually have to carry the weight, all that debt from Sears.
And that's a good point, Sabila. This is why Sears has entered the death spiral. This is the retail death spiral. You have money going to them, no money going to actually improve the 425 stores that Eddie Lampert might keep open. But hat tip to Gold's Gym. Good for them opening up in a dying Sears location. Big 53,000 square feet to protein shakes and buff weightlifters. I think that's phenomenal. Good for them.
And when we talk about retail, I don't know if people really include gyms in that space, but the buzzword has always been experiential, and make it an experience. And I think if Gold's is smart about this, they should actually acknowledge and kind of make them different and make them unique, the Gold's gyms they open that are in former Sears locations. I think they should say, like, Gold, Sears Gold.
They should do a time lapse of them, like the derelict Sears store, and like they bring back to life a retailer. And JCPenney too. A lot of gyms are also opening up in those JCPenney stores that are out in yonder that are not connected to the mall.
Oh, that's interesting. Especially because for a gym, you just need a big old empty open room. And then you fill it with benches and weights.
Unless you're Zach, you got a Peloton doing it in your house, right?
I don't have one of those, man. Although, it might look like I do.
It definitely does, man.
I do not. All right, Brian Sozzi, thanks so much for joining us.